Hi, I'm Prasad, and this is Kini Talk. Today, sitting on our hot seat is Gerakan Youth Secretary General, Dominic Lau. So let's just start off by what pulled you into politics?
Sorry?
What got you into politics?
Oh, in fact, how I got into the politics, if I can recall, because my personal point of view,
Okay.
this country is required some transformations, some changes is required. So that's why we thought that if you go through NGOs,
Okay.
using NGOs as influencers, it won't help much. So I believe that if you want to change the scenarios of the politics
Okay.
in these countries, you need to go it through politically.
Why did you choose Gerakan?
Yeah. First thing first, that I have to make up myself. Should I go into the oppositions or to the Barisan Nationals? Okay. My personal point of view that time, if you want to change the scenarios or the countries, you have to go for the Barisan Nasional because they are the governments. Even though in Barisan Nasional there's a lot of component parties, why we choose Gerakan? Because mainly that I strongly believe that we are Malaysians. We are truly Malaysians, and then Gerakan have this philosophy, and we have multi-racials. So that's why Party Gerakan will be my first choice when I decided to participate or involve myself in politics.
But now, right, after the 2008 general election, do you still see Gerakan as being relevant to local politics?
If you look at the seats, definitely a lot of people say that Gerakan is no longer relevant because we lost quite a lot of seats in these last general elections. I believe that we are still relevant because now we are really go through Malaysians. That means we are no longer go for racist party. We are going for multi-racials because this is what a lot of Malaysians want. We have to say proudly we are Malaysians. We are not Chinese, Malay, Indians and all this. We are Malaysians. So they said we born here, we are here, we are Malaysian.
So do you think after, I think you guys were in power in Penang for at least 39 years, and then you lost the last general election. Do you think that there is a possibility of actually recapturing Penang?
In fact, on that time that nobody have thought before that we lost the whole Penang states. I'll be frank to you. Okay. Even though I believe the current CM, Lim Guan Eng, he himself also have not thought before he can be the CM of the Penang. So on that time, definitely we are quite down. Okay. As normal, I think human beings, when we lost, it's quite down. But then when I try to look back now and compare to 5 years ago, I think we are ready for the next general elections.
So how optimistic are you? Do you think you can do better than the last election, or?
Oh, do it better than last general election should be easier.
Because
on Party Gerakan, you're talking about Party Gerakan, we lost everything in Penang.
Right.
Then I think is to gain a few seats shouldn't be any problems. But then this is not our objective. Our objective is want to gain back the Penang.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long do you think that will take?
It really depends on the people's their choice and their decisions. And I can say that even though in Gerakan or in Barisan Nationals, we are doing our best now. We are trying to reach to the people. We are trying to help the people, and then we do our best.
So when you try to reach on the ground to people, do you see them opening up to Gerakan again, or are they still like hesitant to?
Based on the 3 or 4 years that we really go down to the ground, at the beginning stage, I would say that a lot of activities carried out by Barisan Nationals or Party Gerakans, the response is not really good. Not really good in the sense that they are not with us. Okay, I believe after 308, and then but recently this year or last year, I can see the momentum we already gained back. We can see the peoples is already with us now because we really believe that we really can serve. We really can deliver whatever promises that we have made to the peoples. Yeah.
So how does it feel to be in Gerakan, which is a non-race-based political party, to be in a coalition filled with race-based political parties? Do you feel pressured to
In fact, we don't feel pressure. I would say that different political party have different roles. For example, UMNO, MCA, MIC, they were more on the racist party, means Malay, Chinese. And
But do you think
Indian.
it's still relevant to be sort of race-based in the current situation?
I don't look at this perspective. I look at as a Barisan Nationals.
Okay.
Barisan Nationals, in fact, we consist of all the races, which including the Orang Asli also. So I would say is that Barisan Nasional will be the best positions to rule the countries, because of course you would say UMNO is mainly on Malays, but then in Barisan Nationals we have Malays, we have Chinese, we have Indians, we have multiracials, we have Orang Aslis, all these peoples united, we all Malaysians.
But the same could be said about the opposition parties as well. Like DAP consists of all races and also PKR. So what sort of makes Barisan Nasional different from what the opposition is right now?
Definitely, Barisan Nationals a little bit different. Not a little bit different, I would say. A difference that we can say is that first thing first, Barisan Nasional have a very clear directions.
Okay.
We have our visions, our missions. We are the ruling parties. We want to bring our countries to developed countries as in the year 2020, and we want to get our people on economic of high income groups. All this is we have a very clear directions in Barisan Nasional, and it's already proven records we can perform.
So do you think BN as a whole, because now people sort of want change, they seem to want it, they're doing a lot of ways to express that. So do you think Barisan Nasional can keep up with what the people want? Can they adapt?
As you say correctly, a lot of people want to change. To me, is everyday changes is happening. Okay. Whether you like it or not, when you just go back and take a sleep, and then tomorrow you wake up, in the world you already have 4,000 plus new items already invested in this world. So whether you like it or not, change is happening. But then what we believe is more on transformations.
Okay.
How to transform the country to be a better country, not the reformations. Transform means that currently we already have the base. Base is very important.
Okay.
If a country without a base, then you want to transform it is very difficult. So we already have the base.
So have you seen Pakistan's manifesto?
Yes, very attractive, but I don't know whether it really can be implemented or not. This is the doubt that we have. For example, they would like to take out abolish the PTPTNs and all this. And then you have not thought before that PTPN currently we already use up 32 billions. Okay, you want to abolish this PTPTN, then how you are going to put up these figures? You want to take these figures two ways only. Either is you get a lot of exports,
Right.
okay, or you borrow monies from the other countries, or you increase the tax of the peoples. But our people, is it ready for a higher tax in order to do that? This is the first questions that we would like to raise. When you say talk easy, when you come to the implementations, why not the ruling states like Selangor? You have your University Selangor. Why not you started not to offer the free educations to your students in the University of Selangor? And why it just happened in last year, you remember, in April? We just suddenly freeze the PTPTN, and the whole state government, they are panicked. They don't know how to handle. So when I say you talk easy, but then when you come to do the implementation, we really have a doubt.
We are yet to see BN's manifesto. Do you think you would be reacting to this, or do you have your own way of doing things?
I think BN manifesto, you have to wait for our Prime Ministers to make the announcement. But I will say the BN manifesto definitely will answer all the questions or the queries by the rakyat, the ryots, and then we have a better manifestos. I strongly believe that we will have.
So compared to BN, comparing to Pakatan, what are your weaknesses or strengths? I mean, are there any? Do you feel that you could be a better party, or?
In fact, comparing on the Barisan Nationals and the oppositions, I would say our strength definitely we have the experience on ruling the countries. Okay, and this is the strength.
Okay.
And this also can be the weaknesses, because I will strongly believe that sometimes you already get used to the systems. when we come to do the change or the transformations, then we have to feel a lot of challenges that we have to overcome, we have to tackle. Okay, but then weaknesses like social media. I believe one of the reasons we lost in the last general elections or the tsunami that we had is we are not really ready on the social medias.
Okay.
I believe that a lot of candidates, which I've seen in the last GE, that you talk about Facebook, they also don't know what is Facebook. But I think now, today, we're talking about the leaders of the Barisan Nationals. I think we are ready, more ready compared to the last general elections in terms of social medias.
Okay, being a youth leader, you must work a lot with young people.
Yep.
And undecided voters make up at least 30% of the electoral. So how hard are you trying to reach to that specific group?
In fact, the youth is, as you said correctly, is the kingmaker also. We always say the kingmakers. The only things that we can really make them not side to or pro to Barisan Nationals, the ways that we always use is engagements.
Okay.
Engagement. Engagement means that last time they used to do engagement, just say, oh, maybe certain youth or NGOs, they need help. Then Barisan Nationals, the normal way is that, maybe we can assist you in terms of financially. Okay. But I think we are not stopped at financially assistance to the NGO, especially to the youth. We are mainly engaged. Engaged means that we go together, organize activities together with them. Okay. Okay. Because by doing that, we only can understand what are their insights, what are their real problems that they are facing. So based on these insights, then we only come up with the strategies, how to help them.
The reason BN lost the last election because they weren't involved in social media and all that.
One of the reasons.
One of the reasons, yes. Are you doing enough now to actually reach to these groups, especially the youth?
Yeah. In fact, we are trying very hard. For example, myself, I'm talking about Facebook. Okay, Facebook. I think Facebook is one of the channels that I can engage with the youth, or the youth are aware what we have done or what we have projects that we carry out through Facebook only. Okay, yeah. Of course, putting up the photos is very easy. Okay. But then people like us, normally, for example, myself, I will upload the photo during the midnight. You can check my Facebook, because this is the only time that we can really have the time to sit down, take out all the pictures, and then to that extent, when we upload, then sometimes the broadband or the line is not really good, we fall asleep, and then we wake up again, oh, we have not finished yet, we will continue. But doing this is mainly, we believe that we want to engage the youth. But a lot of people say, Dominic, then you can just ask your assistant to upload for you and all this. Yes, I believe I can do so. But then I strongly believe also through the Facebook, I can have interactions with the youth, because they will write direct to you through Facebook. They will chit chat with you through Facebook and all this. I really don't know why they don't want to sleep. They don't need to sleep. But then this is one of the channels. I think we have put a lot of efforts on through Facebook, and then through Twitter. Then recently, our Prime Minister on the Instagram and all this.
But do you feel pressured? Because if you look at the opposition, especially DAP, they have a huge following on social media. So when you look at the kind of hits they're getting, the kind of coverage they're getting just on social media, do you feel pressured to sort of up your game? Or?
I have to admit that we really feel pressures. In fact, you look at the numbers of the people following them, like their pictures or all this, we really feel pressures. But then we also believe that nowadays the young people need to have another platform or channels to compare. You don't just go one side. You don't just go one side. You have to listen to the both sides. But then even though they want to, let's say a youth, they already open their heart, they want to listen to the both sides. But then Barisan National, there's no platform or channel for them to access, then this is our fault. So that's why we need to get ready.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dominic Lau, for having. That'll be all for now. Thanks for joining us.